Frequent urination at night, also known as nocturia, is a condition that silently affects millions of people worldwide. While it may seem like a simple inconvenience, the reality is much more serious. Waking up multiple times during the night to urinate disrupts sleep cycles, contributes to chronic fatigue, impacts memory and focus, and over time can weaken the immune system. Many people don't realize how deeply this issue affects their physical and mental well-being until they begin to experience symptoms like early morning tiredness, mood swings, and difficulty concentrating during the day. Nocturia can be caused by a wide variety of health issues. These include an overactive bladder, bladder irritation from acidic foods, age, related hormonal changes, certain medications, diabetes, prostate enlargement in men, or even simply poor hydration management. But one of the most overlooked factors is inflammation in the urinary tract and bladder, often caused or worsened by the foods we eat. That's where the healing power of vegetables comes in. Nature has provided us with specific plant-based foods that not only nourish the body, but also help regulate our internal systems, reduce inflammation, and support the organs involved in fluid processing and elimination. Let's explore 3 of the best vegetables that have shown real potential in reducing nocturia and improving nighttime bladder control. These vegetables aren't exotic or hard to find. They're common, affordable, and easy to incorporate into your daily routine, but their benefits are extraordinary when consumed consistently. The first vegetable is cucumber. Known for its high water content and cooling properties, cucumber does more than just hydrate. It contains anti-inflammatory compounds such as flavonoids and lignans that help calm the urinary tract lining. This is essential for people whose bladder walls are irritated and sensitive, often leading to that constant urge to urinate. Cucumber also promotes gentle detoxification during the day, helping your kidneys and bladder flush out excess salts and toxins without overstimulating the system at night. When consumed during daytime, particularly in the morning or early afternoon, cucumber can contribute to reduced bladder urgency later in the evening. Whether you add it to your salad, eat it raw as a snack, or blend it into a juice, it's a great first step in supporting bladder health. Another excellent vegetable is spinach. While often associated with iron, spinach is also one of the richest sources of magnesium, a mineral that plays a vital role in muscle relaxation, including the smooth muscles of the bladder. People who experience spasms or involuntary bladder contractions may benefit from the muscle relaxing effect of magnesium. Spinach also contains potassium and vitamin A, which together help balance fluids in the body and maintain the health of the urinary tract lining. Lightly steaming spinach helps preserve its nutrients while making it easier to digest. Including spinach in your dinner recipes, soups, stir-fries, or side dishes can be a practical and effective way to reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom. Carrots are the third powerful vegetable in this natural approach to managing nocturia. Carrots are loaded with beta-carotene, antioxidants, and phytochemicals that help lower inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. They have also been studied for their role in supporting prostate health, especially in men over the age of 40, where nocturia is often linked to an enlarged prostate pressing against the bladder. By calming inflammation and supporting normal prostate function, carrots indirectly reduce pressure on the bladder and help restore normal urination patterns. You can enjoy carrots raw, steamed, roasted, or even blended into a mild juice that's suitable for the afternoon hours. Their slightly sweet flavor makes them versatile and easy to include in various meals. Now, while consuming these vegetables offers significant benefits, it is important to remember that timing matters. Drinking large amounts of fluid in the evening, even if it's healthy juices or soups, can still contribute to nocturia. The goal is to hydrate well during the earlier parts of the day and taper off by early evening. For most people, reducing fluid intake 2 to 3 hours before bedtime is a simple but powerful strategy. It's also important to avoid bladder irritants like caffeine, alcohol, and spicy or highly acidic foods, especially in the evening. Making these small changes, along with introducing bladder-friendly vegetables, creates a comprehensive and natural way to manage nocturia. People often look for quick fixes in the form of medications or supplements, And while those can sometimes be necessary, the foundation of healing often starts with daily habits, especially what we put on our plates. Vegetables like cucumber, spinach, and carrots are more than just food. They are tools for healing, for balance, and for giving the body what it needs to function correctly. Nocturia, commonly known as frequent urination at night, is a condition that disrupts sleep and affects millions of people worldwide, especially as they age. It refers to the need to wake up one or more times during the night to urinate. While it may seem like a harmless or minor inconvenience, its effects on overall health can be surprisingly serious. Interrupted sleep caused by frequent bathroom visits can lead to chronic fatigue, impaired concentration, reduced daytime productivity, irritability, weakened immune function, and even a greater risk of accidents due to poor alertness. Over time, this cycle of disturbed rest can also contribute to mood disorders such as anxiety and depression. Many people associate nocturia with simply drinking too much water before bed, but the causes go far deeper. It can be linked to multiple health conditions, including overactive bladder, urinary tract infections, diabetes, prostate enlargement in men, hormonal imbalances, kidney disorders, or even side effects from medications such as diuretics. For some individuals, even the type of food consumed, such as caffeine, alcohol, acidic fruits, or spicy meals, can irritate the bladder lining and trigger this frequent urge to urinate at night. In women, especially post-menopause, hormonal changes can affect the bladder muscles and urethra, increasing the likelihood of nocturia. For men, prostate enlargement can physically press on the bladder, reducing its capacity and increasing nighttime urgency. One of the challenges with nocturia is that it is often underreported or dismissed as a normal part of aging, but in reality it is a manageable and sometimes reversible condition. Many people silently suffer through years of poor sleep and health complications without ever addressing the root causes. That's why it's essential to understand nocturia as more than just a nighttime annoyance. It's a sign that the body's natural rhythm of fluid balance, bladder control, and kidney function needs support. Taking a closer look at lifestyle, dietary habits, and underlying health issues can open the door to real, natural solutions that improve not only nighttime comfort, but also overall well-being. Simple changes like managing fluid intake during the day, adjusting evening meals to avoid bladder irritants, and incorporating natural bladder, supportive foods can make a significant difference. It's also important to consult healthcare professionals when nocturia becomes persistent, as it may indicate more serious underlying conditions. When properly understood and addressed, nocturia does not have to define your nights or your quality of life. Nocturia, or the frequent need to urinate during the night, can be frustrating and disruptive, often interfering with deep, restorative sleep. To effectively manage this condition, it's important to understand the root causes behind it. Nocturia doesn't arise from a single factor, but is usually the result of several overlapping physical, hormonal, and lifestyle-related changes. In many cases, people begin to experience it gradually as they age, but it can also affect younger individuals depending on their health status and daily habits. One of the most common causes is an imbalance in how the body regulates urine production. Normally, the body reduces urine output during sleep through the action of a hormone called antidiuretic hormone, ADH. However, with age or certain medical conditions, this hormonal signal weakens, leading the kidneys to continue producing more urine during the night. Another contributing factor is an overactive bladder, a condition in which the bladder muscles contract involuntarily even when the bladder isn't full. This leads to a frequent urge to urinate and is often worse at night when the body is at rest. Overactive bladder can be influenced by stress, neurological conditions, or inflammation of the bladder lining. In men, an enlarged prostate, commonly known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, is a leading cause of nocturia. The enlarged gland can press against the urethra and limit bladder emptying, causing the bladder to fill more quickly and prompting nighttime trips to the bathroom. In women, especially postmenopausal women, the decrease in estrogen levels can weaken the muscles supporting the bladder and urethra, leading to reduced bladder control and increased nighttime urination. Hormonal changes, especially in older adults, play a significant role in altering the body's natural fluid regulation processes. Medical conditions such as diabetes, chronic kidney disease, high blood pressure, and congestive heart failure can all influence fluid balance and urine production. For example, uncontrolled blood sugar levels can lead to excess glucose in the urine, pulling more water along with it and increasing urine output. Kidney-related issues may affect how efficiently the body filters and excretes waste, leading to imbalances that show up as nocturia. Medications, especially diuretics used for blood pressure or fluid retention, can also increase urine production and cause symptoms to worsen at night if taken too late in the day. Diet and fluid habits are also overlooked contributors. Consuming large amounts of fluids, especially in the evening, naturally increases the likelihood of waking to urinate. Beverages such as coffee, tea, alcohol, and carbonated drinks act as diuretics or bladder irritants, intensifying the problem. Spicy foods, acidic fruits, and artificial sweeteners can also irritate the bladder lining, triggering more frequent urges to urinate. Poor sleep habits, anxiety, and even sleep apnea may further aggravate nocturia by either stimulating the bladder or disrupting hormonal regulation at night. Understanding these root causes is the first step in forming an effective plan to manage and potentially reverse nocturia. It's a condition with multiple influences, some medical, some dietary, and some lifestyle-based. Addressing it requires awareness, consistency, and often simple adjustments that support better bladder health, hormonal balance, and overall well-being. Vegetables play a crucial role in supporting bladder health, and their impact goes far beyond general nutrition. When it comes to managing conditions like nocturia or frequent urination at night, certain vegetables offer specific benefits that can help soothe the bladder, reduce inflammation, and support the overall function of the urinary system. The bladder, just like any other organ, is affected by what we consume. Diets that are high in processed foods, artificial ingredients, and irritants like caffeine or acidic beverages often aggravate the bladder lining, making it more sensitive and prone to spasms or urgency. In contrast, a diet rich in fresh vegetables can help restore balance, reduce sensitivity, and even aid in repairing irritated tissues within the urinary tract. Vegetables are naturally high in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that reduce inflammation throughout the body, including the bladder. Chronic inflammation is one of the underlying causes of bladder dysfunction. By providing the body with anti-inflammatory compounds such as vitamin C, beta-carotene, polyphenols, and magnesium, vegetables help calm the inner lining of the bladder, allowing it to function without unnecessary irritation or overreaction. These nutrients also support the immune system, which is essential in preventing and fighting off urinary tract infections. Another common cause of frequent urination, especially at night. Fiber is another important component found in many vegetables, and it indirectly supports bladder health by promoting better digestion and bowel function. When the bowels are not moving regularly or become constipated, they can put extra pressure on the bladder, increasing urgency and frequency of urination. By improving digestive health, fiber-rich vegetables like leafy greens, carrots, and broccoli help relieve this pressure and support normal bladder behavior. Furthermore, vegetables with high water content, such as cucumbers, celery, and zucchini, can aid in flushing out toxins from the bladder and kidneys without overstimulating them. This gentle flushing helps clear out irritants while also hydrating the body in a balanced way. When consumed earlier in the day, these hydrating vegetables can reduce the need for heavy fluid intake in the evening, which is one of the main contributors to nighttime urination. Magnesium-rich vegetables like spinach and kale are particularly helpful for those experiencing bladder spasms or overactive bladder. Magnesium plays a key role in muscle relaxation, including the smooth muscles of the bladder wall. A deficiency in magnesium can lead to increased muscle contractions and urinary urgency. Regular intake of these greens can help restore proper muscle tone in the bladder and reduce sudden urges to urinate, especially during rest at night. Some vegetables also provide nutrients that support hormonal balance, which is important since hormonal shifts can influence bladder control. For instance, Cruciferous vegetables such as cauliflower and broccoli support liver detoxification and hormone metabolism, helping the body eliminate excess hormones that might contribute to bladder dysfunction, particularly in women undergoing menopause. Incorporating a variety of vegetables into the daily diet not only strengthens the bladder, but also improves overall vitality. Unlike medications that may come with side effects, vegetables offer a gentle, natural way to support the body's healing processes by choosing the right vegetables and preparing them in healthy ways. Steamed raw or lightly cooked, people struggling with nocturia can experience better bladder control, reduced inflammation, and fewer nighttime disturbances. It's a simple yet powerful step toward reclaiming quality sleep and long-term urinary health. When it comes to naturally reducing the symptoms of nocturia or frequent urination at night, certain vegetables stand out due to their unique nutritional properties that directly benefit the urinary system. Incorporating these vegetables into the daily diet can play a vital role in supporting bladder function, reducing irritation, and promoting restful sleep without constant interruptions. These natural remedies are safe, widely available, and come without the side effects that some medications might carry. The key lies in understanding how specific vegetables interact with the bladder, kidneys, and surrounding systems to promote healing and regulation. One of the most effective vegetables for bladder health is cucumber. Known for its high water content and cooling properties, cucumber helps in flushing out toxins and reducing heat and inflammation within the body. It contains bioactive compounds like lignans and flavonoids, which have anti-inflammatory effects. This makes it especially beneficial for calming an irritated bladder lining, which is a common trigger for nocturia. Additionally, cucumbers help maintain proper hydration levels when consumed during the day, reducing the body's demand for fluids later in the evening. When incorporated into salads, smoothies, or eaten raw as a snack in the afternoon, cucumbers can contribute significantly to better bladder comfort during the night. Another powerful vegetable for urinary health is spinach. This leafy green is rich in magnesium, a mineral that supports the relaxation of bladder muscles. Many people who experience frequent urination at night also have overactive bladder symptoms, where the bladder contracts even when it isn't full. Magnesium helps by calming these muscle contractions and improving overall bladder stability. Spinach also provides vitamin A, potassium, and fiber, all of which support the integrity of bladder tissues and promote proper fluid balance in the body. Regular intake of spinach, especially when lightly cooked and included in dinners or evening meals, can make a noticeable difference in reducing nighttime trips to the bathroom. Carrots are another excellent vegetable to include in a bladder-friendly diet. They are loaded with beta-carotene and antioxidants that help combat oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which are often present in those who suffer from nocturia. Carrots also support prostate health in men, which is an important factor, as an enlarged prostate is a leading cause of nighttime urination in older males. By reducing inflammation in the prostate area and helping maintain its normal size, carrots can indirectly relieve pressure on the bladder. They are versatile and can be consumed raw, steamed, roasted, or juiced. Including carrots in an afternoon meal or as part of an early evening dish can offer both bladder support and general immune benefits. Each of these vegetables, cucumber, spinach, and carrots, offers a unique combination of nutrients that address different aspects of bladder and urinary health. When consumed regularly and as part of a balanced diet, they provide the body with gentle, natural tools to manage symptoms of nocturia without the need for aggressive treatments. Along with good hydration practices and mindful fluid intake in the evening, these vegetables help restore balance, improve bladder control, and allow for more peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. Including bladder-supportive vegetables like cucumber, spinach, and carrots into your daily meals doesn't require complicated recipes or drastic dietary changes. These vegetables are not only nutrient-dense, but also extremely versatile, making it easy to incorporate them into a variety of dishes without much effort. When included mindfully throughout the day, especially during the earlier hours, they can provide therapeutic support to the urinary system while also enhancing overall health. The key is to make them a regular part of your meals in a way that fits naturally into your lifestyle and cooking preferences. Cucumbers are incredibly refreshing and can be added to meals in several simple ways. They can be sliced and included in salads, sandwiches, or wraps for a cooling crunch. You can also prepare a refreshing cucumber, infused water, or blend them into a morning green smoothie to help hydrate the body gently during the day. Mixing cucumber with a bit of lemon juice and mint can create a soothing detox drink that's best consumed in the morning or early afternoon, ensuring that your hydration is optimized earlier in the day, reducing the need for excessive fluid intake close to bedtime. You can even enjoy cucumber sticks with hummus or yogurt dip as a light and bladder-friendly mid-day snack. Spinach can be consumed both raw and cooked, though lightly steaming or sautéing it enhances its digestibility and unlocks more of its nutrients. You can add a handful of raw spinach to morning smoothies without affecting the flavor significantly, making it an easy nutritional upgrade. For lunch or dinner, incorporate it into soups, omelets, or stir-fries. It also works well in pasta dishes or as a side with grilled proteins. Spinach pairs beautifully with garlic, olive oil, and a sprinkle of herbs, creating a nutrient-rich dish that supports magnesium intake and muscle relaxation in the bladder. Including spinach in your evening meals can help the body benefit from its calming effects during nighttime hours when overactive bladder symptoms are more prominent. Carrots are another vegetable that offer flexibility in how they can be enjoyed. Eaten raw, they make a satisfying snack on their own, or when dipped in a healthy spread like nut butter or hummus. You can shred them into salads, mix them into coleslaw, or include them in vegetable wraps for lunch. Cooked carrots, whether roasted, steamed, or added to soups and stews, make a hearty and naturally sweet side dish that complements almost any meal. Drinking a small glass of fresh carrot juice in the early afternoon can also provide a concentrated dose of antioxidants without overloading the bladder late in the day. Roasted carrots with herbs or spices like turmeric can further enhance their anti-inflammatory effects and support better prostate and bladder function. The most effective way to include these vegetables is to plan your meals so that the majority of your vegetable intake happens earlier in the day, particularly at breakfast, lunch, and early dinner. This not only ensures optimal absorption of their nutrients, but also prevents nighttime bladder stimulation caused by late digestion or late fluid intake. Pair these vegetables with whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats to create balanced meals that stabilize blood sugar and support overall urinary health. Avoid combining them with heavily salted or spicy dishes, as such combinations can irritate the bladder and counteract the benefits of these natural foods. By making these vegetables a regular part of your dietary routine and consuming them at the right times, you can naturally support your bladder's health, reduce irritation, and minimize the chances of waking up frequently at night. These small, sustainable changes can make a significant difference over time, helping you reclaim peaceful sleep and improved urinary comfort. Managing nocturia effectively goes beyond dietary changes alone. It also involves making smart lifestyle adjustments and paying close attention to hydration habits throughout the day. These simple yet powerful strategies can significantly reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom and support better bladder health. One of the most important tips is to manage fluid intake wisely. While staying hydrated is essential for overall health, the timing of when you drink fluids matters greatly, especially if you're prone to frequent nighttime urination. Aim to consume most of your water and fluids earlier in the day, ideally between morning and late afternoon. This allows your body enough time to process and eliminate excess fluid well before bedtime. In the evening, start gradually reducing your fluid intake after 6 or 7 p.m. This doesn't mean you need to dehydrate yourself, but rather avoid drinking large amounts of water, tea, or other beverages too close to bedtime. Small sips are fine if you're thirsty, but avoid gulping down full glasses of liquid. Also, limit or eliminate bladder irritants like caffeine, alcohol, and carbonated drinks in the late afternoon and evening hours. These substances act as diuretics or bladder stimulants, increasing urine production and aggravating the bladder lining, which can lead to more frequent urges to urinate at night. Another helpful tip is to establish a consistent bedtime routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps regulate your body's internal clock, including hormone release and kidney function. Incorporating a pre-bedtime relaxation ritual, such as gentle stretching, deep breathing, or reading, can reduce overall stress, which is often a hidden trigger for bladder urgency. High stress levels can stimulate the nervous system and lead to an overactive bladder response, especially during nighttime hours when the body is supposed to be resting. It's also beneficial to empty your bladder twice before going to sleep. The first time can be about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, followed by a second trip right before lying down. This double voiding technique helps ensure the bladder is as empty as possible, reducing the chance that you'll wake up soon after falling asleep. In addition, keeping your legs elevated for 30 to 60 minutes before bed, perhaps by lying down or using a recliner, can help fluid that has accumulated in your lower limbs return to circulation and be eliminated before bedtime. This technique is especially useful for individuals with circulation issues, swelling, or those who stand for long hours during the day. Regular physical activity is another important lifestyle factor. Moderate daily exercise improves circulation, supports hormonal balance, and aids in overall fluid regulation. It also helps reduce constipation, which can put pressure on the bladder and worsen urinary symptoms. Even a short daily walk can improve bladder health and sleep quality. If you are overweight, losing even a small amount of excess weight can relieve pressure on the bladder and pelvic floor muscles, decreasing the severity of nocturia. Wearing comfortable, loose, fitting sleepwear and ensuring your bedroom environment is cool and calming can further support deep, uninterrupted sleep. If you wake up during the night, try to resist checking your phone or turning on bright lights, as this can stimulate your brain and make it harder to fall back asleep even after urinating. By combining these lifestyle strategies with the right dietary support, including the use of bladder-friendly vegetables, you can create a holistic approach to reducing nocturia. Consistency is key. These small changes may take time to show results, but with regular practice, they can significantly improve your sleep, bladder comfort, and overall quality of life. In conclusion, frequent urination at night, known as nocturia, is more than just a sleep disturbance. It's a signal from your body that something needs attention. Rather than relying solely on medications or ignoring the problem, taking a natural, holistic approach through diet and lifestyle can lead to real, lasting relief. By including nutrient-rich vegetables like cucumber, spinach, and carrots into your daily meals, supporting your bladder with anti-inflammatory and muscle, relaxing nutrients, and making smart changes to your hydration and bedtime habits, you can reduce the urge to wake up at night and enjoy deeper, more restful sleep. These changes are safe, sustainable, and gentle on your body. They support not just your urinary system, but your overall well-being. Remember, good sleep is essential for healing, energy, and healthy aging, and addressing nocturia naturally can help you reclaim your nights and improve your quality of life. Start with small, consistent steps and give your body the tools it needs to restore balance. You deserve peaceful nights and energetic mornings, and with the right care, that goal is absolutely within reach.